Hello, my name's Lydia and this is a quick start guide to editing in Premiere Pro. So to begin, what we want to do is create a folder for our project before we go anywhere near Premiere Pro. So here I've just called it Project, but you can call it whatever relates to you best. So I'm just going to add my audio and footage into the folder so I know where everything is. Then I'm going to open up Premiere Pro itself. So when Premiere Pro opens, this is the window that you'll get. You want to press New Project and title it something applicable to your project, so like horror trailer. Then in the location section, we're going to click Browse and then select the folder that you've just created. This will put this file into that folder. And then click on OK because we don't need to change any of the other settings. So I'm just switching to the editing tab at the top. So here we have the timeline and that's where your video will be, but we need to import our media first. So I'm going to go File, Import, then I'm going to go to our project folder and select our footage and click Import. Now we have the file in Premiere Pro, we need to drag and drop this onto the timeline. So as you can see, it's created a timeline and you have different channels for video and different channels for audio. So the light blue file at the top there, that is your video, and the dark blue is the audio. And then as you can see, this channel has the video playing through so you can see it. Then on this scroll bar, if you press this circle and scrub across, you can alter the size that you view your project, so zoom in and out basically. That blue ruler allows you to go to what section of the video you like and know what you're editing at that moment in time. So your audio and video come in together even if there is no audio. So what we want to do is we want to right click and press unlink. This will then unlink the video file and the audio file because there's no data in the audio file. We don't need that, and we're also going to overlay our own audio. So to delete, I've just pressed backspace. So now I want to talk to you about the different tools there are. The two main tools that we're going to be using is the selection tool and the razor tool. The selection tool's shortcut is V on the keyboard and the razor tool is a C on the keyboard. So if you're wanting to quickly flip between tools, it's just C and V. So here I've got the razor tool and I'm just going to chop my video up, not in any particular order, just for showing you. And then I've clicked backspace to delete the file. So now there's nothing playing there. Here I'm just adding more cuts and demonstrating the backspace. You can also drag and move different sections that you've cut up to different sections on your timeline. So now I'm going to apply some effects. If you click this double arrow and then scroll down to effects, then you come with this menu. We're going to concentrate on the video transitions, and I want to show you the dip to black tool. This is in the dissolve folder. This is going to make your projects look really professional if you use it at the beginning and end. So it goes from a black screen to your footage. But if you click on the transition, then you can dictate how long you want that transition to stay on there. So now it's going to get straight into the footage like that. Another transition is dip to white. This is a flash of white basically. And here I'm exemplifying the cross dissolve. You probably know what a cross dissolve is, but here it is. And again, you can control how long it takes to dissolve. If you want some overlap, you can make it longer. So to get back to the import window, we're going to click the double arrows in the top right corner and scroll down to project. Then you'll see our footage where we've imported it again. But now I want to import some audio. So I'm going to click import, find our audio and import it. As you can see, it has a waveform on it, so this indicates that it's your audio. Then we're going to put it into the audio channel, which is below the video file. As you can see, it's green and the audio is shown in a waveform, so you can see where the peaks and troughs are as to how loud it will be. So to trim the audio down, I'm just using the same tools that I did on the video, so using the razor tool. And I'm just deleting the excess off. So now my audio fits my video. Again, you can chop and change your audio around if you want a particular part of the song at the beginning and then another part at the end. So now I'm going to show you how to add a title card. This is in case you wanted to put the title of your project at the beginning and maybe have your names at the end and the roles that you have contributed to in your project. So I'm going to select all of my project and move it back along the timeline because I want my title card to be the first thing that happens on the timeline. So at the tab at the top, I'm going to go to the graphics tab. And here you can see all of the templates that are available. I prefer using just the basic template because you will be customizing your own anyway. So I'm going to add this to the timeline by dragging and dropping. And I don't know if you can see, but there is a slight gap between the graphic and the start of the timeline. So because I want that at the beginning, I'm going to line that up properly. So to get started, what you want to do is double click on the title on the actual video itself. So to change any of the settings on this, you want to highlight it. To change the colour of the text, you're going to want to press the white rectangle next to the fill. This will come up with a colour picker. From there you can choose whichever colour that you want. You can also change the font. You can move the title around by selecting the selection tool and dragging and dropping wherever you want it to be. You can also make the title bigger. So going back to the editing tab, if you place the title card onto the timeline with the videos, the background will stay black. Whereas if you move it to the second video channel, then this will act as an overlay and it will play over the video, having a translucent background. You want to make sure that you're saving throughout the project as you're editing, as Premiere Pro has a tendency to crash out of nowhere. So you want to make sure that you're saving everything so that none of your hard work goes to waste. So once you've finished your project and you're happy with it, once you've saved it, you want to go to File and go down to Export. Then you want to click on Media. So once you've done that, this window will come up. You want the format to be H.264 as this is the best quality. You've got a lot of options, but just leave it as it is. You want to export the video and the audio, so make sure those two are ticked. For output name, you can change the name to what you want your file to be named as. Then navigate to the same folder that we have everything else in. This will be what your exported project will be named, so you want to name it something like Final, like I've done here. Now you can close the application. And now you can watch back what you've created to make sure that everything's gone all right. Thanks for watching.